Welcome to the fifth and final round of this Legacy League. We are hoping to make this a perfect 5-0, but we are on the draw against an opponent who played Grixis Delver 2 years ago. At least that's the last time he's in the database. So let's see what he's up to today. Hand is keepable. I wouldn't mind drawing another 1-mana elf, preferably Nettle Sentinel, just for the potential turn 2 kill, or at least... Basically, what you want to do with elves is to present a favorable board when both players have finished their second turn. This is the most basic general idea of this deck when playing against fair decks, or even tempo decks, even more so against tempo decks. Yeah, I think you could break it down to this. When both players have finished their second turn, you wanna be at least slightly ahead with elves. At least slightly, because then you can snowball from there, and they probably can't catch up. Oh, Night's Whisper. Oh, Storm. Okay. He looks like Storm. He's Storm. Yes, Storm. Okay. So we could glimpse and then play this guy, and then play this guy, and then keep going for one, but that's not very good. I think it's better to play these two guys. Or is it Storm? Oh, why would it be Storm, by the way, Julian? You're stupid. It's probably, what's it called? Czech pile. It's much more likely to be Czech pile. But even if it is Czech pile, I think it's okay to just go for the value here. What if I play this as well? Then I can play draw 4 cards, but I would need to bounce a land. If I just play this, I think it's somewhat safer. Yeah, then we still have the Glimpse of Nature as well. It sucks if he plays a Leovold, but what can you do? Say I play this. There's also... no. There's a slight chance we might have wanted to play it, but we couldn't know about that, in a way that we bounced the forest and replay it instead of the cavern. Because then we get like 2 forest bounce over the course of the entire turn if we bounce the Krillin Ranger and replay it. But you couldn't really have foreseen that. Yeah. So if I play Glimpse here, and then I bounce the forest, untap the Heritage, then bounce the Quirion, untap the Birchlaw, then tap these two, play the Quirion, draw 2 cards, and then if he had done it the way I suggested... no, that still wouldn't do it. Okay. I think we just hope that he doesn't have Leovold, and if he does have Leo... or do we? No, I think this is okay. If we draw another 1-1 elf, it's okay, and we get another draw anyway. Cradles could be great. We will see. You can even get to 3 mana here. I think it might actually be worth it to go and try. Yeah. And now I feel actually better about playing the Glimpse here. If he does have Leovold, at least we got some value out of our Glimpses. Would have been too nice. And now we're gonna pass. Yeah, forget about the thing I mentioned about Krillin Ranger. I was thinking on a different line there. Discard and kill that guy. That's actually perfectly fine. Yep. And then it's our turn again. What do I like to do here? I think I kind of wanna do it like this. Then draw a card. Then present this, and let's see if he's gonna take out the Nissa. He must force it. I mean, what else would be in your hand at this point? Yeah, force pitch, Bayfold Strix maybe. Oh, Chase. Okay, that's a trade I'm happy to see. On the other hand, Chase wouldn't really last long here on a board like this anyway. Should I go for the damage or keep the Quirion Ranger? He might have Toxic Deluge. The thing is, we are probably not recovering from Toxic Deluge anyways, but I don't know, but just feels a bit better to go for the damage here and keep the Quirion Ranger in hand, even though we only have 2 glimpses left in hand. But if he goes for land, Toxic Deluge, then he's down to 3 cards. Yeah, I would listen to arguments for playing the Quirion Ranger here, but he's got so many... Yeah, okay. I was about to say he's got so many cards that would make it impossible for us to attack, unless we draw Pendelhaven. But now it actually sucks if he plays Deathlight Shame. Now I wish I had played Quirion Ranger in a situation like that. Or if he has Lightning Bolt here. But he would have probably played Lightning Bolt, because giving us more mana when we have Cradle on board would be pretty problematic for him. Okay, now I'm gonna play this. And now I'm certainly gonna play Quirion Ranger, because that way we get to bounce Dryad Arbor if we have to, and also like putting on a clock here. Because I think if he had Toxic Deluge, he would have played that last turn instead of like throwing away the Liliana for a life gain and removing a creature. The card I didn't want to see. He also didn't have that last turn. Had he had that last turn, we would have hated not playing the Quirion Ranger. He really likes his UCs, doesn't he? It looks like, yeah, it must be Czech pile, right? Just don't have Snapcaster. Snapcast into Night's Whisper would be annoying. This is actually okay. Do I want to... Yeah, I think I still like the fetch land. Gets the second Dryad Arbor. Even though having the basic... I guess you don't need the basic land in this matchup. Misty Rainforest. Dryad Arbor. Pendelhaven, 1 time. I played it! I even drew the glimpse. I think it's still safe to... So what if I all in him? I take him to 9, then I lose a guy. That's not worth it. I'm still playing the land, because if he does have another Kolaghan's Command, or even like Liliana of the Whale, then we can still bounce land and discard that to that. Of course, if he has double discard, then we would have liked to keep that land in hand, but that's too unlikely. Baleful Strix is okay. Right now we are playing to our top decks, and so is he. Another reason I kind of don't hate Isuri, for example, because when you actually have to play a Cavern of Souls on Elves early on instead of Beast, then Isuri still becomes like this crazy live top deck that they can't counter in the late game, which very often you draw Behemoth and they kill it. Or let's see, they counter it, and you wish you had played your Cavern on Beast, but you couldn't because early on you needed to set it on Elf. So both Dryad Arbors attacking here doesn't make sense. We could trade a Dryad Arbor for the Baleful Strix, but I don't even want to do that. Unless he had Chitte, but if he had Chitte, then getting in the additional damage for the Dryad Arbor, for playing it this way, wouldn't matter at all. Okay. Too many... We drew all 4 of them. We could make some very decent sacrifices to the gods of cradles. We've got a couple extra here. And he's draining our life total. That's okay. Still a very slow clock. What is happening here? Oh, I'm getting messages. Am I recording? Yeah. Ever since I screwed up that one recording where I didn't record, I'm paranoid about not recording. Uh-oh, Chase? Chase. Can we take down Chase? If he doesn't do anything else... Oh yeah, he looks at the top card. I was about to say if he doesn't do anything else, you might take him down, but now it's... He puts a card in the bottom. Yes, success. Great success. Now we can draw Kraterhoof, Behemoth. The best... Or Nissa! Bam bam. Oh, I didn't activate this? Oh yeah, because I was typing. I mean, let's be honest, she's gonna catch Force of Will anyway. Technically, I could lead with the Glimpse, and it's super likely that it gets forced. It's so likely, and then we get to resolve Nissa and ride her to victory. But I just hate doing that, because if he actually does have Force... If he does have Force... and spends it on Nissa, then next turn it's super likely we're gonna draw something to activate the Glimpse. The problem here is, and the reason why I might actually like doing this, is because If he gets to use Chase Brainstorm next turn, then he might find another way to deal with the Glimpse of Nature, be it through discard, Leovold, or another Force of Will. So I kinda don't hate doing this. Actually, no, let's be honest, I hate doing this, but I also really hate... Oh god, shit. Shit! I really hate letting him untap with Chase. Closing my eyes. Don't go to 11 life. Shit. Got me. Got me good. Got me real good. And he patched Snapcaster. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, he... 1, 2, 3. Oh, he could have... If he had nothing else, I could have even killed Chase. Yeah, but only if he really... Well, he had Snapcaster. Well, Snapcaster doesn't do anything. Needs to tap Deathlight for it. Oh, I could have also tried and killed Chase. Oh, by the way, why did I fucking tap Dryad Arbor like a total idiot? Watch Julian get back into Magic Online and make mistakes every turn. Why would I tap Dryad Arbor there? Didn't even need to. I've got so much mana. Why did I tap Dryad Arbor? I mean, if he has removal, then I lose 1, 2, 3 guys and only take Chase to 2. And then I'm in a horrible position. But I can't go all in now because I take Chase to... Okay, forget what I just said. Sorry. I could have taken Chase to 1. What am I even like doing here? I could have only taken Chase to 1 life anyway. Anyway, do you like dogs or cats? Let's just distract from the mistakes that I'm making all the time right now here. I'm getting so lost in some minor technical things sometimes. And like, not in this case, but in general, right now that I'm sometimes missing super on-board stuff. Which is something like that I feel I still have the most room to improve upon. Like, I think I'm quite good at understanding a matchup in its entirety and strategy-wise, but sometimes I still make stupid tactical mistakes. Not like here. This was just a mistake of not being able to count, which I guess also counts as a tactical mistake. But yeah, how am I gonna play this? I guess it's annoying that it gives him more information, but it's not like that really changes too much. So he's got 3 blockers. No. He's also got 2 guys that can block Dryad Arbor without a problem. So now he takes us to 9, and then takes us to 5. Yeah, we have to draw something on the very next turn. If I was him, I would even like consider just plussing Chase on me. Because on our end of turn we go to 5, and then we go to 1, and then Brave Strix kills us. Man, I don't want to lose this. This game hasn't felt that bad. Oh! Did I just let that happen? I guess it doesn't really matter. Bouncing the Dryad Arbor wouldn't change anything, but yeah, this is main deck. This is interesting. I think it's not that bad having it main deck, considering what the metagame is like right now. So at least our mistake on Glimpse didn't end up haunting us, because it wouldn't have made a difference. Yeah, okay. Let's move on to the second game. Is this the first game 1 that we lose today? Might be. So, assuming this is Czech pile, we bring in a property case because of Leovolds. Caracas because of Leovolds, Scavenging Goose and Choke because they are decent in mid-rangey matchups. You could even consider... No, don't consider God of Teak. Taking out Reclamation Sage, 2 Natural Orders, Croata Hoof. Also Crop Rotation, because even though Caracas is nice, since they don't have Wasteland, I think the overall value of Crop Rotation isn't that high. And then you just take out a single Nettle Sentinel because it doesn't produce mana, and getting ahead mana-wise is really important. Another reason, like I mentioned, why I really like Llanowar Elves. the early iterations of this deck, were like the new elves, where you have black for Deathwatch Shaman or Prop Decay, they used to have 2 Llanowar elves. Like almost all of them. And then we like cut back, added more Birch Rangers, then it was like Birch Rangers versus Llanowar elves. Now we don't have Llanowar elves, and I really want them. Anyway, this hand is surprisingly little mana. It's okay. But for a Cradle hand, I mean, he might put a land to the graveyard, and in that case I kinda really like the hand. Maybe I should have played the glimpses differently. I was too scared. No, I think I wasn't too scared of Leovold. I got pretty good value of the glimpses. Of course, had I played the second glimpse, not the third glimpse, in a different way, I might have done better, you might say. Man, main deck, Marsh Casualties. I wonder what it's gonna be like post-board if he has main deck Marsh Casualties. There must be like more hate in the sideboard. Or maybe he thinks like, oh, I got enough against these swarmy decks. I would just have like all the mindback traps in the world. Come on, play Diver. I don't want to lose that Deathrite. I really want to keep that Deathrite. Okay, what do I like doing here? I could even kill the Deathrite. 3 mana seems quite important for him, but maybe that's too cute. It feels too cute, even though I really want to do it because he might play Liliana. And then he plays Leovold and I feel stupid. I mean, on turn 3. I just really want to deploy my creatures and cast Kratov as soon as possible. Maybe... On the other hand, I can also shut down his Deathwatch Shaman. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do it like this. If I really want to, I can shut down his Deathwatch Shaman with my Quirion Ranger. Assuming I get Quirion Ranger in play. Because I'm not sure, I might also just play 2 Visionaries. Would be interesting if you went like surgical on my own fetch land to deny your Deathwatch Shaman. Like, okay, I basically tapped my creature to make you discard a guy. I can live with that. Okay, this is a great draw. Are you gonna force fulfill this guy? Please don't. Please don't. I really don't want you to force fulfill this guy. Don't. I need this. I need this in my life. I need this guy in my life. Like, a lot. Okay. Because that way he can't Toxic Luch next turn if I have this guy. Okay. I like it. Ponder. Ponder is great. If they have to ponder on a second turn and on a board position where they are behind, usually the only way to really keep up with you is to play mass removal on the 3rd turn. And if things go right, he might not actually get to a 3rd turn. Oh, he missed a land drop, right? Oh yeah, he did end up missing a land drop. Shuffle the library, missed a land drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can actually glimpse here. It's super likely the idea force of her. And if he lets this resolve, this is not a bait. We can actually hardcast Kratov. It's like the weird force of the weird glimpse where you trigger it with Kratov. But yeah, that's how it works right now. Come on. Take my clicks. Accept my clicks. And there's the big bad Hoofy. Oh, he might force fulfill this one too. That would be so cute. No, okay. Do I want to change anything? We saw Leovold pitch to the Force of Will, but that doesn't really change much. But pretty much we saw nothing. We saw Ponder, Deathwatch, Force, and Leovold. Like, on the draw, I don't hate Thoughtseizes though. They can take the turn to Leovold, they can take Chase, they can take Toxic Deluge or Marsh Casualties. And on the draw, it's so hard to build a favorable board turn 2. Like, this is one of the few ways that you can get around building the favorable board turn 2 by building the favorable game state turn 2. Like, since you don't know the opponent's hand, all you can do is build the favorable game board state. But if you know the opponent's hand, you can actually like be on par or be even slightly behind on the board state if you know that the entire game state, including hands, favors you after the Thoughtseize. But it's so hard. When you're like it's so hard to cast turn 1 Thoughtseize when they go turn 1 Deathwatch Shaman, and then you don't want to play your own Deathwatch Shaman but Thoughtseize. I mean, it's reasonable, but it feels bad because your second turn then it's gonna suck. But your second turn will probably suck even more if they get turned to Leovold. Also, 4 Thought Seizes feels like too much, but 2 is so random, like you really don't... they're actually still pretty okay-ish in the mid-game. If they go for the approach where they like spot removal all your early stuff and then hold back on the mass removal. If they do it the other way around, they are not that great. You do get diminishing returns on the Quirion Ranger, so maybe like this. Feels weird, but weird is okay. Okay. I can do this. No Deathrite? Oh, there's Deathrite. There's a slight chance that he doesn't have a fetch land, so he only has 2 mana next turn, but I think it's too risky. Like, I kind of want to get Queen Transcendent out and then Glimpse for a lot on my second turn, but I think this is just too much value to pass up on, because if he does have Leovold, then I really need to get that Thought Season. Oh, of course he's got 2 hymns. Do I even take the hymn? Probably. Hymn slows him down quite a lot. Next turn he's gonna play him and Deathrite Shaman, then he's only gonna sit on Ponder plus X. Like, the second hymn really isn't all that great, but since we didn't play a creature on the first turn, it is great. Yeah. I think at this point we are somewhat even, maybe even ahead. Like, if his hymn can't really miss, because any card in our hand is pretty good. Like, the Green Sunset might be the weakest card, maybe even the Abrupt Decay. I don't feel bad about this outcome. I think this might even be one of the better outcomes. Let's see. Why do I keep drawing this card post? But I hate it so much. No, like, I don't, like, yeah, maybe hate is the wrong word, but I despise it. No. I think we really have to get... Do we have to get Deathrite Shaman here? We have to... Like, if I had Lano Wives, I would actually get Lano Wives here, but I think even Dried Arbor might be better than Deathrite Shaman this board. But Deathrite Shaman bounces to Bio Symbiote, which is important here. So let's do it like this. No Leovold 1 time. He could Ponder for it, and he probably... Ponder for Leovold is probably exactly what he's doing right now, at least in his head. That's what he's looking for. Is this the second or the third game? It's the third game. We need to win this for the 5-0. No Leovold. There's not enough lands in the graveyard for Leovold. Oh, there's something. Cradle would be decent, or Cradle would be Dice. DC? Or however you pronounce that. This one also helps. If we can find another elf to activate the Deathrite Shaman. Okay, let's draw a card. 1 mana elf would be nice. I guess it's okay-ish. Getting a Dried Arbor would also not be the worst here. Do we want to tap his Deathrite Shaman? Yeah, I think we will just tap his Deathrite Shaman to remove our land from the graveyard, so next turn maybe, just maybe, he's only gonna have 1 Deathrite active, because like he definitely has polluted Delta. But we don't know whether he's gonna draw another land. But if he plays a 4th land here, unless he plays Chase, I think I would be fine with that. What I want to do here is just like draw another card. And then if he doesn't play Chase or Quilligan's Command, I think I'm in okay shape. Next turn we can even get Elvish Visionary. There's just always this looming danger of him going for mass removal on my side of the board, like I kicked Marsh Casualties. Wouldn't be devastating because it makes him tap 5 mana and we would only lose the Wildwood Symbiote and bounce the Deathrite. It would certainly get him, like, if he then gets to like untap after our next turn to Chase, it would probably be good enough. But that's the scenario where I see us losing. Okay, now just no Chase. Okay, all the Deathrites in the world. All the Deathrites in the world are not good enough to kill us. At least that's what I'm saying now. Let's see. Yeah, I think I just... Just wanna keep drawing cards. Quirion Ranger also wouldn't be the worst here. I mean, if he has Spell Pierce here, it's annoying, but couldn't really do much about it anyway. Cradle would be a great draw. Choke is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. End of turn, he's gonna make us bleed for 4, which could be relevant here. Like, he's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 damage in the yard. It's annoying that he has bar use, which we can't turn off with choke, but we might eventually get to a point where we can also just kill him with the Crot Elf Behemoth. He's probably getting Underground Sea here. They don't have 2 bar use, do they? This game is quite tight. The Deathwatch Shamans are actually the most threatening thing on the board right now. Now, Quirion Ranger would be a really great draw, also for Glimpse. I'm not sure. I think, yeah, I think I will bounce the Visionary. Just, maybe he missed on his draw step? Maybe he drew, I don't know, a 4th Deathwatch Shaman. It's really hard for him to miss, actually, except for a land, of course. A land he would hold for Brainstorm, I think. Brainstorm. The card you don't want to see in a position like this on the other side of the board. Especially when they're using the wrong artwork. Mercadian Masks, Master Race, Diterisi. Diterisi, I don't even know. Look who's talking. Talking about artworks and artists when you don't even know what the guy is called whose artwork you like. Fuck! Oh, it's not kicked. Still, it's pretty good. Oh, by the way, I should have untapped the Deathwatch Shaman. Doesn't really make a difference. Well, he gets to attack. But us untapping Deathwatch Shaman, I guess we could have activated the Deathwatch Shaman then. Yeah. I should concentrate more. I should have also stopped that. Yeah, and now I'm definitely gonna stop that. Because the more, like, I can't stop the mana eventually, but the more Deathwatch Shaman he has to attack, he has to tap, the viewer can actually attack, and life totals are pretty precious right now. Oh no, this is gonna be Liliana. This feels like Liliana. Ha 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 ha. And then she's gonna kill Deathwatch Shaman. I hate being right. Okay, so what happens if we choke here? Then Deathwatch Shaman attacks will eventually kill us. I think that might actually be the case. We play choke, and then he attacks us for 3 and uses Deathwatch Shaman. That's 5. And then it's our turn, then we have to kill him. 2, 4, 6, 7, so if we just pass, then he takes out the Visionary. So choke doesn't really do anything. Choke makes it so that we have to win on the next turn with just 3 lands. And if you play Visionary and Symbiote, maybe we're gonna get a land drop. Ooze would be so important. Man, I don't want to lose this, but... I think we just need more land drops. We need more land drops and then get there next turn, but we will lose Ooze. We will lose Wyvern Symbiote to Liliana. But at least we will have drawn a card of this and this back in our hand. Just, what if I choke here? Yeah, he takes us down to 5, then it's our turn. I guess we can... Technically, we might be able to block then the turn afterwards. That's still a really losing position. Unless he... So I go for... Like, I play choke here, next time I play Glimpse, Wyvern Symbiote, and then what now? That's really not doing it. I have to find more mana. And not this. Guess you could have made a case for losing the Visionary instead of the Wyvern Symbiote here, because the Wyvern Symbiote is cheaper. But the Visionary taps for Heritage to it, and I think if there's a chance that we end up winning this game, it's probably by drawing Heritage to it and Quirion Ranger. I don't know, this game felt... Yeah, the Marsh Casualties. That's the one that took us out. I felt really, really great in this position because we had the Dryad Arbor to untap with the Wirewood Symbiote. Oh, he's not attacking with the other Death Rites? Oh, he's not attacking with the other Death Rites because we didn't play Choke. Ah, okay. This can't do it. 2, 4, 6, down to 3. Take out 1 Deathrite Shaman, still good enough. Yeah, this is impossible now. This is literally impossible. Yeah. And no, I think this is literally impossible. If we could, like, have Empiric Tutor for the next 20 draw steps, we would still lose. Yeah. Yeah, what can you do? Just making sure you really need to concede. Yeah, but can't win them all, but it made for a nice change. Like 4-1, 4-1 is okay. 5-1 would have been better. I really would have liked to end this at 5-1. We certainly had it in us to get there. I think I'm still not back to the kind of level of play that I'm used to over the last couple of years. Like taking a break of a couple of months certainly hurts your mechanics, but I'm feeling a bit better now, especially after last league didn't go very well. So let me know how you like this. Unfortunately, we didn't really get to utilize our changes in the sideboard, but yeah, see you next time. And if you like, follow me on Twitter @itsjulian23. Follow me on YouTube. Actually, I need to maintain those 1,000 subs because there's like certain benefits to having 1,000 subs. I'm not sure what exactly, but I read about that YouTube made a change about that. But I think I'm already above 1,000 subs. Blah blah blah. Sub. I always find it so annoying when people keep going on about that kind of stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching this and have a great day.